Okay, guys. You didn't get to see that I actually got it running. I've now got it at the house, and we're gonna try to see if I can put it in the garage and still have enough room to walk around. I want to get the rear end taken out, get it up to work, and get it welded. So what I ended up having to do is, okay, so whoever came up with this vacuum idea down here that is supposed to supply vacuum to a vacuum pump, full of shit. There's no vacuum there. So I went to the valve cover, and there's still not enough vacuum there. So the fuel pump wasn't pumping fuel. So my Helix people know what we're looking at here. We're looking at a Helix fuel pump, and I just hook it up to the battery when I get ready to start it, and it runs that way. So we'll see if we can get it pulled in the shop here and get working on it. Alright. Dang, I forgot I gotta choke it. And I gotta hold the clutch and choke it. Look what's going on there. All right, let's see if we can get her pulled in. All right, we got her in here. Not much wiggle room, for sure. Got a little too much stuff. So, here we go. All right, as you can see, we don't have much room to work over here. So, I'm gonna place you up there. I'm gonna get these tires off first. Oh, Lord. Alright, well, let me check, see what I got for. I still got an extension, so I had to go get one from Vincent. Oh. What's up?
Do you mean you're going to bring that to the shop, or you are already tearing it down?
Now I'm gonna tear it down here. I'm gonna take the rear end out, and then I'm gonna split the rear end apart up there. So I got a welder.
You want to come over for a shot of whiskey first?
No. I'm home. Oh, I ended up selling the scooter today.
Which one?
The blue one.
Oh, yeah?
That I had on Marketplace.
Okay. Not the Helix.
No. No, just all kinds of fucking bullshit with that. And then the last guy, he was like really good, really polite, fucking, yes sir, thank you sir. I'm like, just come to the house. So I got that done, got that sold, and now I'm fixing to tear the rear end out of this because I spent all morning fucking pushing shit in here, and I'm pushing shit over there, and I got shit hanging up over there, and I got shit fucking dangling over there, and I'm like, oh, I think I can fit it in here.
You need a little lube.
So I got it all fitted in, and I got one of the tires off. Shit, I'm recording. All right, sorry. So this damn GoPro just shut off. I don't know where you got to. No, I'm just taking the damn tire off anyway. So I'm on the other side here, taking this tire off. 16mm socket. I'm sure there's a standard. I'm sure it's a standard, but I don't know which one that is. So. Oh, that was a little loose on that one, babe. So the first job that I took, I went to the guy's house that I got the tractor from, and showed him that it was running, and he was pretty happy, pretty excited. He met me out there before I even shut it off in his front lawn. All right, we got the tires off, yay. All right, now we're gonna work on the seat. Work on this seat. The shock, I'm gonna take the shock off. Of course, I didn't bring any standard shit home. I just got metric, of course. So we're gonna get the shock off, and then there's a couple of bolts up there. Take off, and then the seat will be off. And we'll start with the rear fenders. All right, let's get this shock off here. Okay, now, this ain't that's gonna be about 1/4 inch first, so we're gonna try that. Yeah, we're gonna get 3/8. Oh yeah. All right, on to the other side. Of course, I'd like to redo the seat too. It's not pretty shabby, but I figure we'll get her going first. Guess what? That one just fucking broke off in there. Great. Alright. Seats off. Over there on the ground. Alright. Oh yeah, she broke off good too. Well, at least that'll come off. Alright, so these are seat bolts. So there's going to be pretty much all the same. These up here anyway. Yeah, rusty devil. So we're gonna see if I can see underneath there, so I can spray them with some shit. But I don't want all of them to break. Alright, it's not WD-40, but it is some kind of lubricant, so maybe it'll help coming out. Yeah, they're pretty much. No, those are shorter. Those are shorter than the actual seat ones. Alright. So these two. She had some O-rings. I put some O-rings on the plate. Alright, let's try these. I sprayed these too. Even though I didn't use my gun at first, is because I want to feel how dry they're coming out. Is that it? Oh, take the gas cap off. Oh, that's the safety switch. Wiring. Alright, that bad boy's off. Alright, so that's what you see when you take off the fenders of a wheel horse. I mean, it's gonna be easy. If I need to add any, I can just raise that up. Great. Alright, so now I should really clean that all off, eh? Alright, so I'm hoping that... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I want that. Wait. Those came off. Now, fishing this rear end out of here is not going to be easy because this rod right here, the high-low has to go all the way under that rod that's going across here. So happy joy with that when I get to that point. So, there we go. Alright, we're moving on. Guess I'm going to try to take the floorboard off. Get that off from there so I can get the belt guard off. And then, okay, so now I get some Ziploc bags. Start marking this shit. I didn't get that one out yet because I need an extension for that one. Oh, and I gotta get this one, which is probably 11. And then these are stripped out Allen wrenches, so great. Board off. And still going at this belt guard. Those are stripped and Allen heads, so I'm going to have to figure out how to get those off. To be able to get the belt guide off. But we're starting to see what we got to work with here. Got some leakage in there. So, taking, once I get it off, I'm going to take it to the car wash and hose it off before I split it apart. But it's getting a little later. I think we're gonna call it for tonight and come out sometime tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice. We can have the door open and really get a look at what we're gonna have to do to get the rear end out. But we're getting there. We got some linkages and stuff in there, and so we'll see what we got. But we're kind of excited. Just hope I can pull this off without damaging the rear diff, and then pulley swap, and yeah, we've got some. I think I'm gonna run this motor if I can. For now, anyway, I'm gonna try running this motor because I ain't got a whole lot of money. I don't have any money to put in this thing, but I'm going to try to hook up a gas pedal to this thing, and I don't know if it'll respond quick enough to work or not, but we're gonna do that. Weld the diff, get it cleaned up. I really like to paint it all black. Take all the stickers off, sand all the stickers off, paint it black, yada yada, but I probably won't. Alright, so enough rambling for now. We will see you tomorrow. Alright everyone, new day. We are going to vacuum this thing as much as I can. Get all this crap off. I gotta get some Ziploc bags so I can get my bolts and shit picked up. I got my wheel bolts in there. I gotta put my wheel bolts in over here so I don't lose them. As you can see, it was leaking pretty good, so I'm hoping I can find seals somewhere so that I can reseal it. We've got to drain the fluid that's in it, and yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So the vacuum is going to be pretty loud, so you may want to turn your volume down a little bit so that it's not screaming in your ear. Here we go. Alright, so you need to just drain the fluid next. What's what we'll do. Alright, spray it down with some carb cleaner. That's basically all I got. Get a little bit of that dried up, and we'll get ready and drain this thing. It's gonna be nasty, I bet. Okay, 11 millimeter it is. Nastiness. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so that bad boy is in there. It's going to take more than just that little bitty thing. Alright, we're going to try these. Oh yeah, that worked. Alright, we're gonna... Alright, let's be ready for the nastiness coming out. Oh my god, it's a lot of water. It's all water. Oh, here we go. Oh my god. Nasty. Disgusting. Yeah, that's gross. Oh my lord. Yep, the shifter boot. Telling you what. And sitting out in the backyard for 5+ years didn't help either. We're gonna start to get some. Oh, we might starting to get some gear oil. Oh my god, it's nasty. Yeah, that stuff is disgusting. And it's going to drain a while. That's another thing I gotta figure out how it comes out, is that dipstick, whether I gotta unscrew it before I pull the rear diff or not. And all that water is because of this shift boot right there. That thing right there. I'm thinking about taking a tennis ball and putting a tennis ball over it and see what, if that will do anything. Alright, so we'll let that run. So I'm gonna pull a gas tank out of this thing. Alright, I already made some zip blocks. Okay, there's my running board. Gas tank. "37 years of dirt." Alright. She's dirty. Okay. So now, got more dirt and debris. That's what you get with old stuff. Alright, so fixing to fire up the vacuum again. So 3, 2, 1. 'Tipped her on her side a little bit now. Look at that nasty. More nastiness coming out. Nasty. Oh. Golly. %water. Alright. I had to cap that off with something, a bolt or something. Found one. Alright, well, screw this down in there so that nothing gets in the... Nothing gets in there. But yeah, that shifter has to go under this bar. So I'm going to have to really flip it up, I guess, to get it out of there. So, yeah. Alright, so next I think we're going to work on this belt cover. I'm curious to see what we got going on under here and work on that. Alright, so I got one up here, one down here. Alright, and then we gotta get these two stripped Allen wrench bolts out. I don't know if there's something. I think it's just there. Alright, so that's where we're at. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try cutting a slit in this and make it into a flat bladed screwdriver type situation and see. So Dremel's gonna be loud, so you may want to turn down your volume. Alright, let's get a flat blade and see if we... Let's see. It's not really big enough. Shit. It's not really big enough. I don't have a big enough. Nope. No, sir. Okay. Okay, so next method we try oh yeah, got it. And we will, oh, I got that one too. We will get some new bolts for this one. Alright, they all came free. Oh, sure. Oh man, it had a J clip on it, and the J clip is broke. So I think we are going to, if they don't come out, we're going to drill them. So I think I can drill them easier than trying to hold that J clip. Yeah, it just broke. I just heard it. Yep. I'll never hold that J clip with anything. No. Alright. So we're going to get the drill out. We're going to drill them out. Yay. That's how that went. Alright, I think you get the gist of it. Alright, so I got that plate off. Or drilled out, I should say. Alright, that plate's off. Yeah, so I don't know. I'd like to do, of course I'd have to practice some of welding, but like to weld in a L and a H and you know, a R, 1, 2, and a 3, weld them all in. Just take all the stickers off and paint it black. But you know me, I'll probably just leave it like this. Alright, I think our belt cover will come off now. So let's check that out. Yes, it does. So it's making some horrible noise. And it's rubbing really hard on this. Rubbing really hard on this deal right here. But, yeah, when you'd... Oh, was it hitting this, I wonder? Let's see what kind of noise it's making. Oh, and that's why the belt was stopping. That's a belt stop. But that motherfucker was loose, boy. It just doesn't have a lot of grip on it. Of course, you're not, I guess the normal person that's mowing the yard ain't gonna need all this grip on it, but we're gonna change some stuff on it. And I, just like everybody else that does a wheel horse video, I'm gonna say shout out to Creepy Crawler, and there's a couple other ones, and I Reds too, I think. If I got your name wrong, I'm sorry. And there's a couple other ones. You know, I watched a lot of videos to see what I want to find and how they adapted their stuff to work. So I'm going to take some of that and try to duplicate it. I'm sure I won't do it justice, but this is my first wheel horse, so we're just going with what we want to know. Alright, so I found the clutch switch, and I took a regular spade and then ground it smaller and thinner, and we're going to just jam it in here. I want to see if this will start now without the clutch being... Oh, damn it. Still not really thin enough. But, alright, it's together. Let's see. Alright, so, and then I'll later on down find the end of these wires and I'll put it together up there. But for now, that's like it is there. And then this is the switch is in there. So, I'm not going to move that. I am, however, going to see if I can get this shifter off. And down here there's a pin threaded deal. I'm going to see if I can loosen that and pull that shifter out. So I can just deal with one shifter that I'm going to have to be careful of. Next, I think I'm going to try to take this top off. I think there's just 2 bolts here. Once again, I'm not a wheel horse specialist, but I do believe. Oh, and these are 9/16, I guess. Yeah, I've got a 1/2-inch impact that will take these out, but if they're coming out real bad, then I'd rather spray them and work them than just bust them off with a impact. Alright, they're gonna come off, so we're gonna see if this battery sucks in this gun. I'm telling you, it does. So I need all the power that I can get here. And I don't have a charger here for this one, so what we got is what we got. And that's about what we got, people. I had Interstate redo the battery in it, and you get what you paid for. Okay, so I guess that's where the original fuel line went through, maybe? I don't know. But I think that this part is important, so I may either separate that, cut it off, put it back on. Alright, so that takes care of this piece here. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. So I'll take this and zip tie it to there. So I know that that's where it goes. Alright. Looks like we get Looks like we're getting down there now. Oh, that'll make it a lot easier to get stuff off. This is plastic. I do not want to break that. Lord. I'm wondering whether I should try to take that off or not. Because like I say, I don't want to break that. I'm going to just give it a little bit of a go. Oh, she's going to go. Okay, so we're going to get the vacuum out again, scrape some shit around it. I think I got a plug that'll fit right in there. Vacuum's on. Alright. Oh yeah, looky there. Came out. Alright, so I'm gonna have to remember where it is, but I have a plug that'll go right on the top of that. I gotta find it though. It's one of those that I remember seeing it, being like, oh, I know right where it is. This is one of those things that you have on your shelf, and you're like, oh, I don't know when I'll ever use that, but I'm gonna hang it up there. This is the day it shines. Alright, so that is like sealed, so we're not gonna get any more dirt in there. I'm going to get this belt off, and then this linkage and spring has to come off, and go from there. So by looking at it, I'm figuring that the belt's just going to pop off here when I pull the clutch in. I can just pop it off, but is that the case? Yeah. Okay. And there's a lot of people doing 1/2-inch belts instead of 5/8. I think this one is. There's one of our ones we drilled out. But yeah, this, I think it's this puller that's just screaming. Yeah. Listen to that fucking 37-year-old greatness. And if I switch over to 1/2-inch belt, I'll have to have a new one anyway. Oh, hopefully we're gonna do big things here. I'm telling you. That'll be pretty good. Alright, we're gonna spray this down a little bit with some carb cleaner. Should be brake cleaner, but I don't have any, so we'll work with what we got. try to dry it out some. Easier to scrape off, maybe. I guess I could try to take these hubs off. See, everybody has a real problem getting the hubs off of these things. Ooh. Probably ought to spray those a little bit before we. These over here now, these are all, they look pretty greased right here. Ready, prime for the picking. It's not that easy to hold that, and why don't we? Why are we going into gear? That's pretty weird. Alright, run gear now. Yeah, run gear now. That ain't gonna help me any. I can't get to it like that. That is not going to be a fun endeavor, I don't think. Alright, I'm going to have to I have to think about that in a minute. See how I'm going to deal with that issue. Let's try to get this spring off here. Okay. That went pretty well. Oh, the gear roll smells horrible. Alright, cotter pins out. Okay, so how are we gonna... So I won't be able to get that out without... Wait a minute. How far back will it go? If this wasn't in here. And then I could... any further forward until I remove this idler pulley, or I take the nut off the end of this and then just push it off. So I guess that's probably what I'm going to do, instead of having to. I think this is going away anyway. I don't know what the hell this thing is, but if it was some kind of a sensor at some point, but let's just get rid of it. Alright, this thing is officially going. Went in and got some WD-40. Oh, and that nut stays on there, so we need to WD-40 the front of it. On this side of it. Oh, no. It was just rusted in place, I guess. Dang nation. Alright, I think you get the idea. Get this rod out of here. Yes. Okay, and I have to take these two off to get the brake stuff off. Okay, I gotta put this washer on here. And what should I do with the cotter pan? Oh. Remember what I did with the cotter pan, but zip tie will work. Keep that washer on there. And then we're gonna take these off. Damn, that thing is nasty. We have to take and clean that up. Alright, so that's that. We gotta clean that up with some shit. Okay. just bolt this plate back on here for now. Alright. Okay. More grime and grug. Alright, so that's... I can stay over there. I can stay up there. Now I gotta get 4 bolts back here, I think, on this back side. This rear end is coming out, and it's heavy, so I don't know what I'm going to do as far as trying to hold it up there while I'm loosening it. I got a jack, of course, but it teeter-totters on the jack, so stand by on the next step. Alright, so we recently got new swings on the front porch, and they were sent with these hooks right here. So this one I made new holes in it so I could bolt it to the top of the trans. I have a bolt up there, and I'm going to use a ratchet strap and hold it up while I take it off. So I'm going to get this tightened down and then hook the ratchet strap up, and then take these other bolts that I got to take out. Alright, that'll hold it right there. Betcha. So I just barely touched this bolt, and it broke off of the shifter. So that one's going to have to come through a little bit of a hurdle too. So yay me. I get to drill that out, I'm sure, at some point and get it out. Alright, here we go. We're strapped up. We've got some bolts on the inside here to take care of. Up here. And then we should be free and clear. So stand by, let me get some wrenches. Alright, so those are 9/16 also. Let me get down here. Oh. Ouch. Oh yeah. Have a tractor falling. Oh. Okay, it's gotta be small up top too, right? I'm laying on my phone, that's not good. Stand by. Did pop off, ready to go. Oh, I gotta lay down on the ground here. Oh, Lord. I didn't want to. Oh, let's bring it down a little bit here. guess it went. Alright, I'm gonna get these just about. Just about all the way out here. Alright, now let's work on these. Alright. Oh, there's one. There's two. Oh. Alright. She's out. I know you didn't see much from down there, but I forgot you were down there. I had to tip it way forward and get that in here in through this groove and then get it to come out. So that's how we done it. Ratchet strap. Basically what I'll do is I'll just back up to this thing I had to strap it up, back up to the same with the truck, and just load it in the back of the truck. I won't have to pick it up at all. So, alright, that's, we got some progress made. I'm going to have to take this thing to work and work on it a couple of couple of days at lunch and see if I can get it to get it locked up. So next thing is try to get this back in the garage and re-jack stand. So it'll be a little bit lighter for sure. Alright, y'all know what to do. Subscribe down there. Give me some comments. If you're a wheel horse guy and it's something I need to know, please tell me. Comment below. Alright. See you when I see you.